Friends, hello, welcome back. Happy Friday. Happy NHL release day to those that are just now getting the game as well. I know a lot of people, if you don't play HUT, you just play franchise mode, you may have not gotten a game 3 days early, just said, you know what, we'll wait it out. The incentives ain't really worth it. Understandably so. So if you're just now getting the game today, hello, welcome to the NHL 21 world. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying it so far. But with NHL 21, one of the newer features we have seen is the ability to edit the draft class now, where you have the ability to alter the draft class quality from low, medium, and high this year. That way, maybe the draft classes weren't deep enough last year. I make it high, it'll be deeper now. If it wasn't, or if it was too deep, you thought, you can make it lower, or maybe the happy medium's the middle. And in today's video, just kind of a, I guess, educational video, a feelers video. If you guys, want to see more things like this, you just have to let us know. But just something that gives you an idea what each level does. So we did we're on season 2 because season 1 still has Lafreniere and those boys in it until EA does the roster update. So we went to the second season, probably a better idea anyway because you get more generated names in the second season. But we went to the second season, in every single franchise mode, we set it to low, we set one to medium, and then we set another one to both on high. So this is the low draft quality and the low generated prospect quality. And we're going to go ahead and jump into a draft. We'll go ahead and get the draft out of the way. And we're going to try to tally up everything for each individual draft here to kind of get an idea of a comparison. I know it might fluctuate a little bit, every single draft or whatever, every time you go around and resim every single time. But for the most part, I would assume you see a little bit of a separation when it comes to how many players are elite, how many are franchise, so on and so forth. So let's go ahead and jump into this on the low side. This is the weak draft class here. Let's go ahead and get round number 1 out of the way. We'll get a couple rounds out of the way here, and we'll just come back and look at it. And we'll try to sum it all up. Maybe we'll sticker in the comment section down below, put the summed up results here. But this was kind of give you an idea as well. Not only, the total results, but kind of where you see the players fall in the draft. So here's 3 rounds out of the way. Round 1, franchise. Holmes! Hello! Welcome to the NHL, buddy! Franchise on low, the 80, that guy's nasty. 83 overall playmaker. Oh my goodness. Then you have Knutson. This looks a little bit different. No, that's right. There's right there. But Knutson's a medium elite. There's a medium in Lambert. So there's 4. Right 5. Giftopoulos. That is an elite name. Giftopoulos. I like it. Giftopoulos, Froats, Savoie, and we end right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players, 6 elites, 1 franchise, all medium or higher. Oh, there's another one right there. 7 when you add in Ziska. Ziska, is that how you say it? So that's 8. I mean, it's actually a pretty solid draft class you got here. And that appears to be the very last one. Some top 6s in there. There's a medium elite goaltender taken in the first round. I really reached for that goaltender there. Top 6 there, top 6 there, top 6, top 4 defensemen, top 6D. We took a top 6D. Good for us. Congrats to their Colorado. Big pick there. Going to the second round, there is top 9, top 6, top 4, top 4 defensemen. So we're still seeing medium elite top 4 defensemen go here in the second round. Quite a few of them. There's another one there. A starting goaltender, not elite there. It looks like we've only seen 1 goalie. Surprisingly, normally there's a couple elite goalies. It appears there may have only been 1 goaltender in this year's draft here as far as elite's concerned. And that is appearing to be all we see. I guess some of these names would be different if they generate different quality prospects every time, right? Or not? I wonder how that would work if they generate different prospects or not so much. Top 9, fringe starter. So going into the 4th round, we have seen no elite players taking outside of the first round right now, it appears. So yeah, definitely, maybe that's the idea of a weaker draft class. If you don't get it in the first round, you're not going to get much of anything here. So good, and sim up to our pick. We try to pick a good team. So we had a later pick in the draft here. We'll see what we pick here real quickly. Watch us win the Stanley Cup 26. That's perfect. All right, so we'll stop to our pick. Number 212, and then we'll go ahead and go back. What was it? The 4th round we stopped at? Make sure we'll go over it again. I forget which one it was now. Exactly. Fringe, top 6, 7th. Top 6, top 7, top 9, bottom 6. So we're starting to see these top 9s, fringe starters. The goalie class is what's really sticking out to me right now. What looks to be the weaker area. We've seen 1 starter and 1 elite. It seems like you normally always get a couple elite goalies, and then always in the second round, as we mentioned it, then we get a starter in Bednar there as far as a goaltender is concerned. And then we go to the 5th round. Still yet to see another starting goaltender. So we're starting to see the starter goaltenders. No elite ones down here. But we have not seen any elite players deep in the draft. So this might be where we're seeing a little bit of a difference. Typically, you see, you know, an elite player with a low elite potential or two later in the draft. But right now, we're going in round 6, and there is absolutely none. We haven't seen a single elite player outside of the 1st round. So that is the idea, it looks like, of a draft class with the low prospects, low draft quality, is the potential is just bottom 6 AHL type guys in the 7th round. Understandably so, when you get to the 7th round, there's a fringe starter, AHL, backup goaltender there. More bottom 6, more AHL, more backup, more bottom 6. Haven't really seen even a top 6 slide in here in the 7th round. Yeah, we're not going to see it at all there. We'll get these picks out of the way again. Oh, I didn't want to actually make a pick. That was a mistake. We're going to sim up pick there, sim pick. And actually, that's a lie. I want to make sure before we end this draft, we get everything taken care of. But I think we got the idea. There's only 4 picks left. None were elite. So real quick, we're going to sum this up. There was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, and then there was, what do we have? 7. There's one more elite in here, right? 8 elites, medium elites. Well, 8 elites was what, goaltender. 7 without the goaltender. There was a defenseman in here somewhere, wasn't there? I swear we've seen a defenseman. Is there a defenseman in the 2nd round? Is that where we missed it? We're going to count this up real quick for you guys. Yeah, what we got here, 1 medium elite, 7, or 1 medium franchise, 7 medium elites, and then 1 medium elite goalie. And that's it. Interestingly enough, there is no low elites in this draft. I don't think we had any high elites either in here, did we? So to see it kind of split right down the middle, no low elite prospect kind of guys, maybe that's what they take out of the draft here when you go to low to low. But nonetheless, we're going to go ahead and jump over to the medium by medium category here real quickly and get into that draft. Again, just to confirm, we got draft class quality medium, generated prospect quality set to medium as well here. And we'll go ahead and jump into this draft once again, 2022. I hope we got these years right. That'd be something if we was a year behind on one of these. We should be good. We'll be able to see when we jump into the class. I remember right. He's always one of the few guys that's got the picture in the game, so I assume he's a guy that will frequently show up in these drafts because he's an actual creative player or actual person in the game. Nonetheless, we got to get the pro scout off the line here so we can jump into this draft. Yeah, I'm ready to go. Let's jump into this bad boy. Draft number 2. We're ready to rock and roll here. Oh, froze the game. Oh, there we go. As I said, I thought we froze the game. It was broken for a second. It's in the next one. We're now picking 4th in this one. All right, we did pretty good in this year. We're 2nd. How in the heck did we get the 2nd overall pick? Colorado, you have one of the most loaded teams in the league. Oh, man. And they're picking 2nd in this draft. Holy smokes. How many rounds did we not sim up here? I thought I simmed up a couple rounds. We must have kept simmed up our pick there. That is something else. But let's go ahead and get 4 out of the way. And once again, I'm not sure if I should do this quickly for you guys or slow. I feel like I'm trying to find a happy medium because I know people probably want to know which players to go after in the draft, or they want to see where people are going. But at the same time, you just might want your answer real quickly. So let's see. Medium. Interesting. There is no high franchise when you switch it up. Wright's there, Lambert's there, Lavin's there, Krebs is there, Savoy's there, Nitaniamakidi's there. So there's right in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 medium elites once again. I again don't see any low elites in here. But we have our 7 mediums. For some odd reason, it is different than low. Maybe I have it backwards and low's supposed to be higher. I don't know. We'll take a look here, I guess. Top 6. Nothing else in the 1st round. Just 6 medium elites there. And going forward here, we have nothing go. Oh, there's an elite right there. An elite goaltender in the 2nd round. So we're starting to see the goaltender slide a little bit there, as you kind of expect. Starting goaltender there. That's the one thing that's different about it. You see the goaltender slide oddly to top 6. There's an elite defenseman in T-Fell. So we're seeing a defenseman later in the draft, a 3rd rounder with medium elite potential too. Solid. Interesting is just the fact that there was a franchise guy right off the bat and nothing else there. Maybe that's a version of depth, I guess. But we see the 1 elite slide there to the 3rd round, back up bottom 6. There's a top 6 forward down here later in the draft. The 4th round, we're still seeing some top 6 guys slide in there, top 9 there. 7 top 6, medium top 6, top 4 medium potential in there as well. 7 defenseman, top 6, and that appears to be just about it. I think the 5th round's the next round. We got to sim up. Yes, it is indeed. So sim to next round, and sim to next round, And we'll take a look at the 5th and the 6th before we jump through that. Bottom 6, top 9, 7th, back up bottom, bottom 7th, AHL. We are not seeing a whole lot bottom. There's an elite low guy, left wing sniper. So there is a couple more. I felt like something was off, that it was a franchise in the last one and not this one. But there's our first low elite. There's a second low elite. So here we are. This is what I wanted to see. We get into the 5th round. This is where the depth comes in. You get to that 4th, 5th round, and you're starting to see some of them low elites kind of generate into the draft. So that's what we're getting out of this. I like that. That's kind of what I think I like this one. There's another left wing low elite there in the 6th round. That's the kind of setting I personally think I would prefer there. Getting some low elites later in the draft. There's another low elite. There's 2 in the 6th round, 2 in the 5th. So you're seeing these guys that, they might not. Another low elite. Another one right there in McCutcheon. I guess we're seeing a difference. It was the early draft was heavier, but it's in the farther, the farther we get there, the more low elites, which is the stuff you want to see there. And then they'll get the 7th round out of the way, and we'll get a complete tally here. All right, so we got a grand total of 5 low elites, 7 medium elites in the 1st round. We've seen another medium elite in the 3rd round, so 8 medium elites, an elite goalie for a total of 14. Or is that right? 14? Proper counting? Yeah, 14 elite players as opposed to before where there was 9. So we're seeing a slight difference there. Now let's go ahead. We'll get this draft out of the way and we will jump to the high prospect, high elite, or high draft pool category here real quickly and see what we got in store there. Again, draft settings confirmation, quality high, prospect quality high. I don't know, maybe it's just me though. I think it's a preference thing again. One of the things I love doing, I love drafting. I've always loved doing a fantasy draft thing, like in Connected Franchise for Madden and stuff. The fantasy draft was always really fun to me. I always like draft season, finding those steals in the draft. So I feel like for me personally, I think I'd rather it set the high because I want to be able to, I want a reason to draft in the 3rd round, the 4th round to potentially dig out those high elite, low elite players. I think that'd be a lot more fun that way, but we'll see. We'll see what we have in store here in this draft. This will be a draft. Should we look at the stats on these elites for these guys as well? Give you guys a little bit of an idea of exactly what you're looking at when it comes to players that are drafted with elite potential as well. I would assume that's a little bit more different when the high elite set here, but we'll take a look. Or the stats might be different every single one too. Or players just don't get as good of stats. That was the thing too. If you did the 1st round, you couldn't do it. See there again, medium franchise. Why was that? Was weird that the one season a guy wasn't a med franchise. So 4 goals, 15 assists, and he must have been playing in a higher up league there. 7 goals, 22 assists. So it's kind of hard to tell and take a look at it because of the fact that these guys are probably playing in like an SHL league or something there. But for now, look at these guys, solid players. 1 franchise. We got 1, 2. 3 medium, 4 medium, 5 medium, 6 medium, 7 medium. So once again, 7 medium elites. It was, for whatever reason, the middle of the pack there was a little different, but 7 medium elites, a franchise. Continuing on here once again, looks like the same guys get the elite every time too. If you're looking for some spoilers here, you got Wright, you got Savoie in there. Savoie, he's just an elite guy. There's another elite guy in Bigaras there. So throwing another one in there in the 1st round later in the draft, something we haven't seen in either of the other 2 prior drafts so far. Top 4 medium, top 6, top 9, a high starter goalie there, not the elite goalie. We'll see if there's any elite goalies thrown out in this draft. Again, could be randomized and there just isn't one this time. But we've seen 1 extra elite thrown in there this time compared to the other drafts for the, actually we had 1 extra elite and 1 extra player, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we had 8 total there. So we had 9 when you consider. So there's 9 elite players. I like that. 9 elite players in the draft sounds good to me. You get to the 2nd round, you have Funk as an elite player right there. Something different. 2nd round, seeing guys have the elite potential there. I'm not seeing any goaltenders. It must have been a bad draft for the goalies this time around. Everything else looks good. There's a goalie. And Walser there with the medium elite. Top 6D, top 9. Still some top 4 guys in there as well. There's another starting goaltender in Gallagher. Top 6, top 6, top 4. Top 6, top 6, top 6, top 6. I ain't seeing any elites. 3rd round elites anywhere? 3rd round? How about some elites? Can we buy an elite? No, we cannot. No vows for you today, Howie. I hate to break it to you. You know the reason these guys might be bad is because we simmed up an entire season. We just let EA do all the free agent signing and stuff. So that could have done it there. This is interesting. I mean, there's another elite, medium elite goaltender in the 4th round. So the first time we've seen 2 elite goaltenders taking in a draft here. I was going to say, we got a lot of stuff in the 1st round, but it looks like the later draft, not so much. Here we go, 5th round. This is where we started to see a lot of the elites squeak in there in the medium by medium category here. So we'll see if we have that here. Bottom 6, top 6, bottom 6, top 6. Not seeing the depth. Not looking good. Not looking good at all, Larry. Just gonna throw it on out there. AHL backup. There's an elite defenseman, a low elite defenseman in the 6th round there. Still seeing some of them squeak in there. Bottom 6, top 6 starter. There's another low elite there, and a defenseman. Starting a couple of them. Some more elite defensemen. 3 elite defensemen taken in the 6th round here, it looks like. Nice spot. Nice spot to pick up some elite players there. As far as we're going to sim up one more pick here. Sim the next pick real quickly. I forgot we traded back for a pick to make sure we got there. And again, there's a low elite center. So there's another low elite in the 7th round. 2 low elites in the 7th round. So we're really seeing these latter rounds jump out at you whenever you get to these, the 6th, 7th round and the high ones here. Again, we'll tally all these bad boys up, and I'll get back to you guys. All right, the tallies are in. We got 1 franchise potential, and we got 16 total elites, 8 medium elites taken in the 1st round, 1 low elite forward in the 2nd, 2 elite goalies, 3 low elites in the 6th round for defensemen, and 2 elite for forward. So overall, you have 16 elite players and 1 franchise. So 17 elite pluses in high. Over in the medium, we've seen, what was it? What did we say? 13 elite players, or 14 elite players total there, and then there was a grand total of 9 in the low. So there is a pretty decent balance there. Even when you turn it to high potential by or quality, it's not, completely flooded horribly there. I still like that. I think that's solid there. What do we say? 18, 17, whatever it is, 5, 7, 8, 16. I think that was a solid number still. I like that for a draft to get 16 solid players out of it. They're not all guaranteed to be first line 85 overalls, but it's still, a pretty solid chance there. So I like it. But that is the draft class settings there for you guys. So hopefully you guys found the video helpful. If you did, always appreciate you consider subscribing, liking. You never have to. Otherwise, though, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.